Hey friends! So this week I was inspired to create an art project all about dreams, which is an art project on both the K through 2 bingo board and on the 3 through 6 bingo board. I don't know about you, but I've been having a lot of time to sleep being at home lately, and my dreams have been crazy. Last night I actually dreamt that I was the Princess of Iceland, and I was given a fancy medallion to prove I was the princess. And go figure, I lost the medallion and had to try to find it in all of these plastic Easter eggs. And if that wasn't silly enough, then I was suddenly surfing on a chocolate wave. What an interesting turn of events. As you can see, I'm clearly wishing I was in Iceland, and I have been eating a lot of Easter candy. But all in all, it made for an interesting art project. I ended up using different magazines and drawings that I ended up collaging and putting together in one picture. As you can see, I've got my little crown, because I'm the Princess of Iceland, of course. And here's some of the icebergs from Iceland. And then here's that medallion that I'm trying to chase after, and all of those Easter eggs that I had to search for. And then, of course, the chocolate wave, because who doesn't want to surf on a chocolate wave? So when this all comes together, it ends up kind of looking surreal. Like, you wouldn't normally see something like this in real life. You would normally swim on a chocolate wave, even though that would be amazing. So the kind of idea that we're working with these dream collage art projects is the idea of surrealism. Surrealism was an art movement in the 1920s where artists explored their dreams. This artwork often made little sense because random images were placed together. Here is a surrealism artwork example by an artist named Salvador Dali, and this artwork is called The Persistence of Memory. You might recognize it by his iconic melting clocks. I'm melting! Here's another iconic surrealism artwork by Rene Magritte, and his artwork is called Golconda. And you probably remember this example from our classroom by Candario Lapierre called Autumn of the Mind. So in addition to you looking up those different surrealist artists, I have a book for you that I'm going to read. It's one of my favorite books. Some of you might recognize it from me reading it in the past, but this book is called If by Sarah Perry. It's going to be a very crazy book, and the whole point is that it touches upon surrealism and really gets your imagination going into thinking about what if the world was like this, or what if trees had fish instead of leaves. Look at that. If by Sarah Perry. If cats could fly. If mice were hair. Ooh. If worms had wheels. If frogs ate rainbows. If dogs were mountains. If zebras had stars and stripes. If ugly were beautiful. If toes were teeth. If caterpillars were toothpaste. Yuck. If whales lived in outer space. If leaves were fish. If clouds were spirits. If butterflies were clothes, that would tickle. If lightning made rhinos. If ants could count. If the moon were square. If kids had tails. If spiders could read Braille. If hummingbirds told secrets. And if this is the end, then dream up some more. So that's exactly what I hope that you'll do, is come up with an artwork that shows your dream. And if it helps you, you can do what Sarah Perry did and you can write it in an if statement. So I wrote 3 as an example. One was if I were the Princess of Iceland, if I were searching for a medallion and Easter eggs, and if I were surfing on a chocolate wave. And that's all I have for today. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Again, send me your pictures through an email so I can post them in this week's art gallery. Take care.